Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Um, just got off work not too long ago, and I have no idea what to do with my day. To be honest. Um, a message that I would like to give today is that we should never judge a person for what we see on the outside, even what they are, presenting to us, because sometimes people hide so much and and then just think that we just really don't know what's going on unless we talk to people and get to know them. And the best way to try to get to know someone is without judgment towards what has gone on in their lives. um we'll see people that they might look funny, or they they look like something's wrong with them, but we don't know what's really going on in their lives. It could be something serious, and it could be nothing at all. The things that we sometimes assume about people, you know. Uh, For example, today there was a gentleman that came into my place of business, and he he seemed like he was impatient. So I'm like, okay. He just wanted a cup of water. So he got the cup of water, and he sat down for a little while, and then he went outside, and then he came back in, and I'm like, what is this man doing? Is he crazy? That was my first assumption, for real. And I was wrong for that, because there was a car that came by, and they had ordered some food at the drive-thru, and the car that he was with was at the drive-thru, and he just came in and got a cup of water and used the restroom, and was waiting on them for to be finished getting their food and stuff. And so when I seen him get in the car, like, I felt like a complete ass. I was like, I just didn't know. I didn't care. I wasn't like really worried about it. I just seen him, and I was like, he must be having a hard day today or something. But really, he's just waiting on someone to pick him up, or come through the drive-through. Little things like that. Like, we have no idea what's going on with people. Like, you don't know it. And then it could be that is something that isn't so serious, but there are actually other serious situations, like where we see people, we might assume that they're, they might, like, there's a viral video going around right now about this lady she's standing up sleeping with a cane, and the person who put the video up is claiming that she's a heroin junkie. And okay, well, this is a possibility. I mean, if she is, that's her business. But okay, I had to comment, because everybody is like, say no to drugs, just smoke weed and all that, was, yeah, that's a good statement. But to target it on this lady, and I thought back, and I remember I used to have a manager that had narcolepsy, and he would just be standing there talking, telling us what all we need to do with the job, and next thing he's just like standing there asleep, like just standing there asleep, standing up asleep. He'll be sitting down and he'll fall asleep. And I was like, this lady could just have narcolepsy. She could be narcoleptic, and you really don't know. I mean, did anybody ask her? He didn't even ask. And people that have these, like, disabilities and other things going on in their life, people could be being abused and you won't know it. You'll see them, they might seem like they're scared and jittery, and you might assume that they're on something, but they might just really be in fear for their life. There are people that are truly in fear for their lives, walking around day to day and keeping that to themselves, and we have no idea. It's things going on in people's lives that you know, they need people like me and other people that will speak up and say something, because they are too afraid to say anything. They already have anxiety and depression and probably other issues going on in their lives that prevent them from being able to express themselves, and they just have not reached that point of being strong enough to speak out and try to get some help. Because really, this world is pretty freaking sorry when it comes to getting help from someone else. It is truly a help yourself situation being on this planet. It's very rare you have opportunities that come along in your lifetime when you're just, a basic ordinary person, you know, and to be able to just receive any kind of assistance from people. There's so many people that want to work, honest people. People. I'm. I swear on my life, I'm the last person that anyone has to worry about as far as just doing. My mind cannot even comprehend the anything that has anything to do with harming someone in any kind of way. Like, my mind cannot comprehend it. I don't even know how to get the words out to describe negative things as far as doing something that is just unnecessary. And I get treated all the time like I'm the person that that is trying, I get treated like I'm some kind of criminal. In all actuality, I'm trying to help people, and it's like, I don't understand. It's just life. I mean, sometimes people just get treated differently, and it's and it's no one's fault. I mean, everybody has their own perceptions, and that's what's very important, is that we have to try to keep our perception on how we feel about people in check at all times. We need one another. We need those jerks and those fucking assholes and those mean people, but we need them to realize that they need us too. We need each other. We all need one another. And we have to, some things are really hard to look past, and a lot of times, like, things going on in people's lives every day, I don't know why. I cannot explain to you why some people wake up and find somebody to victimize in some kind of way, or just to work on somebody's nerves and cause stress in people's lives. I have no idea. That's one of the things, like, ever since I was 8 years old, and I was interested in psychology and studying human behavior. That was my main inspiration, was to try to figure out what is going on with these people to make them act this way towards other human beings. And I swear I have not figured it out yet. It's something going on within themselves that people just seem like they just don't even want to talk about. Like, out of all the things in the world to talk about, I would rather talk about the way I feel and what I'm going through in my life before I ever talk about what somebody else is doing, especially when I see that they're trying to do their best. That is some bullshit. I'm so tired of seeing people, they try to make an effort, and it's like they get cut down all the time because it's not good enough. Wow. I mean, I really don't understand where some of these people come from, where it was like, and I'm sure we all have our moods. That's the thing. Like, I would rather deal with somebody with mood swings than somebody that acts like somebody who's stuck up all the time. Like, I know we have our emotions, we have our hormones, we have astrological factors that contribute to the way that we act. Okay, But to be that way all the time, I just don't see how anyone can enjoy life that way. And I know for the fact that they don't enjoy life. And that's the thing. It's like, why is it so hard for people to want to enjoy life? It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be that bad. It's what frustrates me the most is because I know that life can so simply be changed, and that it could happen so easily, and it's like people want to make it so complicated, and I don't understand why does this have to be so complicated. And it's like, it's why is any of this a big deal? Why is everybody in such a hurry to rush other people, to wait on them hand and foot? Like, just I wish, uh I don't know. I just wish people would have more patience with one another. It gets frustrating. And why is there this need for all this frustration? Is there a need for all this frustration? Is it are we trying to make ourselves stronger than what we are? Are we not strong enough? I mean, clearly. It's I focus on trying to empower people, men and women, to to you know just realize that this there's so many things that are so unnecessary that I don't even see children whining and complaining about the things that a lot of adults take the time to act like it's a big deal. I don't, and I don't. It's like, it's very annoying. Like, I don't understand. That's why a lot of people are so upset, because they're so annoyed. Like, out of all the things that we could say, like, why can't it just be something that can help inspire people to be better people? Why would someone want to say something deliberately to get a rise out of someone else and make them upset? I don't understand it. Like, you just have those type of people. And the only thing that we can do is stay strong about it, and and be constantly aware that there are people like us, if you are like me, who want to better society and want to help with humanity. And we have to make sure that we stay on our paths and stay in place and not give up, because we have to be here for the people, the young people, even the older people that gave up already. We have to be here so that they can see, hey, this is not a lost cause. There are still people out here trying to help and trying to send positive energy to help improve society. So I just hope that everyone, just try their best to have a great day every day. I know some things is so hard and so complicated. Trust me, I know. But I try not to let it show. And there's so much that I hide, that it's like when people talk about me, or they're mean to me, or judge me, I know that deep down it's only my own fault, because I have not taken the time to let people get to know me. Because I know that if I really told people what I have been through, you probably wouldn't even be able to understand what I was saying, because I would probably end up crying. And I don't want to cry. And so I just move forward. I just push it to the side. I've had so much bad stuff happen to me. If something bad happened to me right now, I'd be like, oh, well, something else, just another thing. I'm used to it. I am so used to it that it just rolls off my back like water on a duck. I promise you. There is nothing that can, like, things do affect me, but it always, no matter how what it is, it always feels like the same thing affecting me. Like, it's always the same. The pain. It could be anything that happened, and it'll always feel the same. So basically, I'm already feeling the pain of things that have happened and haven't happened yet all the time. I'm always prepared. But yeah, I mean, I have to be that way because I'm a very emotional person, and just to be able to go a day without crying is a great accomplishment for me. To even go a week without crying, that's a great thing for me, because there's times that I couldn't even go minutes without crying, and it wasn't that anything was wrong. I was just emotional. I just had a lot of emotions, and I didn't know what to do. And I just, a good cry is good sometimes. We get stressed out. Sometimes that's the only way to relieve stress. Sometimes, and it's the best way. If we're that stressed out and things are that bad, I mean, to me, crying is like prayer. I mean, I'm always praying. Every time I'm just thinking, and when I have free time and I'm just thinking, like, every thought that I have is usually a prayer thought. Or if I'm crying, most definitely I'm praying. I don't cry just to cry. But yeah. So that's the one thing that I just wanted to talk about. Just how it's not very wise to judge people, and we know this. We teach this to our children. It's like the things that we teach our children, it's so easy to just apply it to ourselves too. It's very simple. You should never judge anyone because you don't know. You just never know. There could be somebody with a squinted eye, and you'll never know that it could be a woman that just got beat in the face by her boyfriend and had a black eye, and you're wondering what's wrong with her, why she looks that way. She might be getting beaten and doesn't know how to escape, because you know how women go through so much hell when we try to distance ourselves from abusive people. It's like some people are targets, and some men, even some women, I don't know. But I know that men on a daily basis are trying to target females all the time. All the time. Can't wait to jump up and get out that bed and find him a woman to victimize. And she'll never know it until it's over with. So, just, ladies, be careful out there. It's a scary world. But, don't give up. And always love yourself. Love yourself the way you would expect someone else to love you. I say that all the time. I live by that. And, anyway, it's a very long video. Thank you for watching. If you watched all the way through, appreciate it. And thanks for listening. Love y'all, and have a great day.